small bukkake udon from Hanamaru Udon. Hanamaru is a staple for many food courts throughout Japan. They've got it down with their quick Sanuki-style udon that uses an iroko dashi, perfect for that food court lover. So probably one of the best values at a Japanese food court is the udon. This one that I have in my hand is only 320 yen, which is less than $3. It's a bukkake udon and it is such a good value. You can see how just luscious these noodles are. You even have a lemon right there. Give it that acidic punch. And although this is a small version, it's a lot of noodles. Have a little bite of this. That's how you do it. You gotta slurp the noodles in Japan. The noodles just soak up all of that dashi and it just has that amazing flavor, and then adding all of the extra toppings give it a nice texture to it. One of the cool things about this place is also they have the free toppings. So they have the tenkasu, which is tempura flakes, that also has green onion toppings. And they also have sesame and ginger if you want to swing that way. This gives a whole bowl of udon so much more flavor. You get the nice plumpy noodles soaking up all of that dashi, and then you get the nice texture with the green onions and the tenkasu. I just love with udon how like plumpy and bouncy the noodles are. Each noodle is a mouthful. We just have a little spoonful of all this dashi. Oh, that's beautiful. You can't beat that. Fried chicken from Torikai Express. This shop is a food court brand by Torikai So Honke, which is a popular Japanese chicken specialty restaurant chain born in Aichi, which uses Nagoya Cochin chicken. Oh yeah, we're doing this. So you may have heard of the Polar Express or Panda Express or maybe even the Pineapple Express, but they don't serve fried chicken like the Torikai Express. Check it out. I couldn't do a video without adding some fried chicken. That is chicken fried to perfection. First of all, when you take that bite, you can definitely taste that nanban sauce. And this nanban sauce also has the caramelized sweetness like a teriyaki sauce, the tanginess of the tartar sauce. There's some relish in here, I believe some onions, just coating all of this fried crispiness with the tender insides. It's just a pleasure in my mouth. They do have other types of sauces, but you know, I wanted to do this nanban because I don't really remember if I have featured in nanban sauce. I probably have. Usually I'm doing like a plain with like other sauces, so definitely wanted to share this one with all of you. This chicken is hands down one of the best I've had at a food court. And there you go, all for 420 yen, less than $4. That's another thing with going to these food courts is that you don't have to have just like one big plate. You can come here and try a bunch of different Japanese food and still feel pretty satisfied and not break the bank. The Torotama Mentai Takoyaki from Gindako. Gindako is one of the biggest takoyaki chains in Japan. Their takoyaki balls have that crispy outside and melting inside, just like the earth. Don't quote me on that. And better than plain old takoyaki, they always have unique and limited edition toppings. So this is takoyaki from Gindako. Takoyaki is pancake ball with octopus filling inside. They kind of like pan fry it in like this special ball cast iron thing. On top of the takoyaki, they have all sorts of different toppings you can choose from. I decided to go a little bit different. This is part of the gente or limited menu. It's basically like kind of like your egg salad. So there's like mayonnaise and egg. It also has some green onions and mentaiko, which is like spicy cod roe. Comes with 6 different balls of takoyaki. Get some toppings on there. Yeah, this little octopus ball. Let's take a bite. This is such a Japanese flavor. That is so good. Having that mentaiko in there with the egg and the onions, just having like this pancake ball with octopus, it just feels like such a Japanese dish. Even has some katsuobushi in there to give it a little bit more kind of that fish flavor, like that dashi flavor. Let me just show you the inside. I just took the whole thing in my mouth, so I didn't actually show you the inside if you're not familiar with takoyaki. There's the inside right there. You can see kind of like the pancake dough, and then you have also the octopus right there, the grilled octopus. You have like the outer shell that's like super hard and crispy, and you have kind of like a pancake kind of doughy inside. Having 6 of them is quite filling, so So for about $5, you can get pretty filled up.
Tamago toji single katsu from Katsuemon.
So this one is a full meal deal. Check out this katsudon. Pretty awesome about this katsudon is that it comes in a separate pan, and then when you're ready, plop it onto the bed of rice. And you get this lovely sensation. You can see you have the egg. It's pretty cooked, but then you also have some of the runniness. Really depends on how you like to eat it, but in Japan it's common to have kind of like the runniness in the eggs, because like eggs are super safe here in Japan. You can see right there the pankon and the katsu, the crispiness. Take a bite. Wow, that's a tender piece of katsu. You have the fried outer layer. You have that nice juicy pork inside. That is really good. And look how thick this piece of katsu is. Wow, that is super thick. You can see that the top is still a little bit crispy, but the bottom is kind of soaked up a lot of that soup. And then when you pour it onto the rice, that rice and all of this katsu soaks up all of that sauce. And the sauce itself is a bit sweet. I think dashi mixed in with some mirin, maybe some soy sauce. And the runny eggs are also quite flavorful. Picked up flavor from the sauce, salty and sweetness all in one. I love getting a big bite of katsu and then throwing a huge helping of rice in my mouth all at the same time.
Tempura from Kaneko Hanosuke. This is an Edo-style tempura bowl shop using a secret tempura sauce recipe by Japanese food legend Kaneko Hanosuke. Their giant tempura is fried in a high-temperature sesame oil and goes perfectly with their special sauce.
So in this next one, I had to get a little bit creative because this shop has pretty much all of the dishes at around $1,000 or like $10. But what they do have is an itemized menu, so you can order individual items. So what I did was got all of this different tempura, all for about $5. Basically, I got the shrimp, I got eggplant, I got a kakiage. It's kind of like a seafood fried mix, and also got a maitake mushroom. Let me just take the first bite, just throw that in there, dip it like so. That is that fried tempura goodness. This is so super crispy. The tempura batter and just the way they fried it, you can see how all like the different little tempura flakes are just kind of fried, all crispy. It's so crispy. But definitely if you want like a full bowl of rice just to fill you up, then you can get the bowl of rice and the tempura on top of it. And then look at that for, I guess, the vegetarians. It just kind of flours like this in the tempura. Let me dip it into some sauce again. The sauce itself is a bit sweet. Wow, that is phenomenal. It is just ultra crispy. Let me just try kakiage, kind of like a seafood mix. It's starting to break up a little bit. You can see the pieces right there. Dip that in. It's already breaking apart. See if we can get this into our mouth without it falling all over the place. Oh. Success. Yeah, it's definitely squid in there. That is beautiful. Get that drip right there. Boom, boom, boom. And a tasty treat that doesn't break the bank.